Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Today we're going to talk about Madame Serris, who is, in my opinion, the best epic champion inside the entire game as it pertains to the arena. We're also going to talk about why she could single-handedly be making gold more difficult than it already was inside the arena. But first, let's go ahead and revisit this champion and talk about why she is so incredibly good now after the AI improvements added to the game. And I gotta say, man, this might be my favorite update ever. Doom Tower was awesome, the bosses were awesome, all the features they've added to the game, glyphs, faction wars, all that stuff was great, new dungeon levels, whatever. But man, just the AI has really changed things, and we're only just starting to experience that, especially in the arena, but really everywhere. Champions that before we were just kind of like, whatever, now they're actually viable because we can set them to use their skills how we dictate it, and we don't have to go on manual every time. And just by the way, guys, just a side note, we'll see it in a second in the arena, the auto attack in the arena, man, I never thought that little one less tap or one last click would be that big of a game changer, but man, I am such a fan of that. I guess I'm really lazy, huh? Like one little tap, I don't want to do it.
You want to run back and get it?
No, we've gone too far.
Madame Serris, guys, she is a beast. On the A1, we have a chance of placing a fear. It increases for how many debuffs the enemy is under. On the A2, it's an AoE attack, not doing a ton of damage, but really, it's all about stealing all of their buffs. We have a 40% chance, make it 50 when booked, of stealing one random buff from each target. Plays a block debuffs buff on all allies for 2 turns if any buff is stolen. Plays a true fear debuff for 1 turn on enemies who have buffs stolen. Now listen, I know that most of you know Trick and Treats. You probably know Madame Serris' kit like the back of your hand, but it bears repeating because these abilities are so good. Even Trick and Treats, the ability that she used to infuriatingly auto in most arena attacks, well, that is even a very good ability in its own right. But Midnight Ritual is really one of the better abilities inside the entire game. Forget about just epics versus legendaries, just like bar none, right? Remove all buffs from enemies, then places a decreased attack and a decreased defense debuff on all enemies for 2 turns. Well, it's a buff removal paired with one of the most important debuffs in the game, certainly for arena with decreased defense, and you have decreased attack on there as well. It used to be for 3 turns, but then they nerfed her. Didn't really do anything to her in terms of her arena viability, but it did nerf her a little bit for dungeons when they made that change, about, I don't know, 6 months ago or so. Witch's Grace is her passive. Plays a shield buff on this champion equal to 10% of their max HP at the start of each turn. When attacked while under a shield buff, has a 35% chance of placing a fear debuff on the attacker for 1 turn. Now, Madame Serris was one of the Halloween champions from, 2 years ago now, and just one of the best things ever added to this game. I mean, just clearly one of the best champions in the game, right? So in terms of mastery choices, the biggest thing to take away here, I have an offense and support tree masteries. I'm almost thinking I might just go defense with her and kind of rework this a little bit, but the most important thing is Eagle Eye, especially for the arena, guys. You want to pick up Eagle Eye as your tier 6 mastery on Madame Serris because you can never have enough accuracy on your Madame Serris for the arena, right? The idea here is not just to place that decreased defense, but more importantly, especially with all the buffs going around, and one of the reasons why shield is kind of weirdly falling out of the meta for the arena a little bit is her buff removal, right? So you need accuracy for that. So stacking as much accuracy as possible is going to be very paramount when building your Madame Serris. Eagle Eye will help you get it there with plus 50 accuracy, and of course, getting pinpoint accuracy, getting charge focus, and getting swarm smiter is going to be very important as well. You know, the rest of the masteries, Master Hexer and Sniper, are a nice addition as well. Greater chance at placing those fears, and of course, extending the duration of decreased attack and decreased defense, which helps. In terms of artifacts, building this champion, pretty easy, right? Your best friends when building Madame Serris are going to be perception and accuracy artifact sets. You'll see here that I have 1 perception in 2 accuracy sets. Man, you really can't go wrong with more and more accuracy. We already said it. We're not going to belabor the point. But for me, when building Madame Serris, I'm really looking at 2 numbers. First and foremost, right? Her speed and her accuracy. We want her to be going first or second on our team. She's setting the table, right? Even in arena defense, she's setting the table. She's removing all their buffs and she's applying those important debuffs, right? So you can run her on arena defense now after the AI changes being added to the game, or the AI customization rather being added to the game. You need her to be fast enough to be going before your nuker and usually after your speed booster. Depending on the team that you have, she's going to be going one of the first champions to go, right? So it's really important that you have, obviously, that you have her built fast, depending on the speed of your Arbiter, your Skull Crown, your Kymar, whoever your arena lead is. You usually want to have her going, you know, depending on who it is. If it's an Arbiter team, going right after Arbiter, okay? So in terms of the rest of the artifacts here, I went with defense on the gauntlets. Really looking just for the speed, right? The speed and the accuracy. I have accuracy on the chest. Accuracy chest is a great option for Madame Serris. We have speed on the boots with more accuracy. And then we have, what do we have here? I'm really looking for defense, but I'm really looking for accuracy. And again, you can see 43 accuracy on this amulet. Thank you very much. We have accuracy on the banner with more speed, and we went defense on the ring. So I like to build her a little bit tanky, as you guys can see. You can build her for a little bit of DPS too. She doesn't do a ton of damage, but she does have that AoE on a 3-turn cooldown. Again, very small multipliers, but not too bad to have a little bit extra damage to finish off any of the enemies. So we're not worrying so much about crit rate. Remember, on her A3, it's not predicated on landing with a critical hit or anything like that. So again, I mean, I can't stress this enough. Accuracy and perception sets are some of the best in the entire game. Take advantage. So before we jump into the arena, guys, I just want to quickly note something. I saw a few comments on a video actually 2 days ago notating how it's really disappointing that we can't set the auto AI abilities on arena defense. That actually is not the case. Just in case you didn't know, you just click on the player's avatar and then it brings you to the arena defense screen, and then you have this little toggle here, in which case you can go to Madame Serris just like you would for arena offense. It's arena defense this time. You go to Midnight Ritual and then you set it as the first choice and the opener. Now, don't take trick and treats and put it to don't use, right? Because we want to use that when Midnight Ritual is on cooldown. Just kind of a note for you guys, but that's how I have her set up. I have it as an opener and a first choice when she does have it, just in case the battle goes long on the defensive side of the arena. Now, for the offensive side of things, I only have a few teams set up or auto-saved here. Let me push over a little bit here. Now, probably won't have access to all these champions, but we'll talk about the major roles these champions are playing on these teams, right? So I have 3 of my 4 preset teams here are Madame Serris teams. This is my main kind of speed farming team at the bottom here. This is a Trunda, a nuker, Madame Serris, and a speed booster, right? Now, this spot where Archmage Helmet is just a flex position, right? We can use a number of different champions, another nuker. I have Archmage in there because I really like that he has both the stun on the A2, which I can use if it comes back around to him on a second turn. Most of the time, it doesn't get to that point, right? Most of the time, he's just coming in with the increased speed and increased crit damage buff that he has in his kit. I like the extra crit damage to add even more firepower, as if she needs it to Trunda. She doesn't really need it, but in some battles, you never know. This team is basically if I'm going second, if I know I'm going to go second against a team, I'll put this one in. I have better defensive teams as well on my account, but I don't need them this early in the season. Having the shield from Krisk and also the freeze of Tormund usually is enough. This team is if I'm going against a Hegemon, if I'm going against a Tormund team, and I don't feel like Necret's going to be enough, I'll have Skytouch Shaman in there to cleanse the team, and she's speed tuned, so she's going right after Arbiter, although I like her to go right before. I just need to get her a little bit faster, right? In this team, usually if it's just one Tormund or one Hegemon, usually I can get by just by going with this team. I'll have Necret put his ally protect and more importantly his block debuffs onto, and I have him in a shield set as well, onto Trunda. It usually keeps the team alive, and at least my Trunda skills won't go on cooldown, or at least Trunda won't be frozen. That way she can nuke everybody to death, right? So let's go with this team here, guys, for the most part in today's video. And again, if you don't have Trunda, you don't have Arbiter, a speed lead, and a nuker. And that's basically their roles. So here we go. This is why Serris is so good now. I have it on auto. I don't have to press anything. Easy peasy. Here goes Madame Serris. It is so satisfying to just see her go in there, and she didn't land the decrease defense on Sify, and for that reason, we didn't kill her. But still, I mean, easy enough, right? We kill him on the second go-round. I like having the extra DPS and Archmage Helmet to help out in situations like that as well, right? Very easy. And we can do this on defense now as well. And that's why I was actually watching a video by another YouTuber. I'm actually a big fan of this dude. I'm probably going to ask him to come on the channel. I just sent him a Discord friend request right now, but it's Mac Chan. He said that he thinks, this is not what people want to hear, of course, but he thinks that because she's going to be so good on defense now, it doesn't matter who you have for buffers. It doesn't matter. Like, I mean, you're going to be stripped, right? You're going to be stripped if you go into a Madame Serris team because everybody's going to auto her onto Midnight Ritual. He thinks that Gold 4 is going to be more difficult because of all the Serrises who are going to be on defense now, and I actually concur. I agree with that. So in the short term, at least till we adjust a little bit, it's going to make Arena a little bit more difficult for all those players who have Sify. So you need to have kind of a game plan, right? If they do have Sify, you need to have some sort of a game plan going into those battles. So let me go ahead and push myself over to this side again. Against this team, see, they do have a Torment, so we're going to switch it up a little bit, and we're going to go with a Necret team, okay? So if you don't have Necret, which I assume most of you guys don't, again, having a Sky-Touch Shaman, a Cardial, someone who has a block debuffs is going to be really important to go against Torment. You can see that I did get a freeze, but not the end of the world, because Trunda's never going to get frozen because of that block debuffs that's placed before the enemy team gets to go, okay? So easy again. I don't know, man. I think that, can you think of a champion who's better than Madame Serris at this point in terms of doing what she does, being a really, really good debuffer? I don't think I can. I used to run Ghostborn on my main team because it was easier just to auto into him, always going with his A3 and just guaranteed landing the decreased defense. But now that I can set her to always go with Midnight Ritual, I mean, geez, it's so easy. She's so good. You don't have to worry about any buffs yet. If they have a shield set, no big deal. Remove the shield. And that's why it's so important to have very, very high accuracy on your Madame Serris. So what if you don't have high accuracy on your Madame Serris? What do you do in that situation? Well, you can add an increased accuracy champion to your team. Just make sure that they're faster than Madame Serris, right? Speed is really important. Just make sure you speed two things correctly. So if you want to have Khazar depart, he could be that flex roll. Instead of Archmage Helmet for you, they could go before Madame Serris, and that's going to really help you with progression inside the arena, inside this game, right? Because you're going to have the increased accuracy buff go up. Yoshi the Drunkard is another good option for you guys. If you don't have Khazar, or maybe you have both, I prefer Yoshi, certainly. However, yeah, I prefer Yoshi. I was going to try to make a case for Khazar, but you really can't if you have Madame Serris on the same team. Now, we might not win this speed battle, so just for S's and G's here, I'll go to this team, right? This is a situation where I think I might not be going first. I know that Foley has a block revive, and I'm scared of Madame Serris. Now, I don't think she's in immunity gear, but we'll see. Might lose this one. There's some unknowns. So she doesn't have immunity. That's really good. We froze their speed booster, and it's game over. That's it. That's why in situations like that, where I'm not sure, they have Lord Shazar, I don't have the best speed gear, not for Platinum Tier Arena. My Arbiter, I'll show you the speed on my Arbiter. It's not, it's gonna seem like it's pretty good, but it's not that good compared to most Arbiters in Platinum. It is 348 on the speed. So not bad, but not great. Timeout. So two things just happened, guys. Number one is I just lost to this team, but at the same time, a phone call came in, but I'm not about cutting my arena losses for you guys, so I'm going to run it back. Now, in hindsight, I know why I lost, right? I lost the speed battle. The Warlord was super, super fast, and he put all my skills on cooldown. So what I want to do is try a different team, but at the same time, you know what? I lost, okay? I'm just telling you guys. I'm going to see if the Necret team can beat this team. With the, let's see though, but this very fast Warlords are meta right now, and they're very, very tricky teams. So this time, okay, that was what happened. Sify ended up cutting me, and then we increased our cooldowns, and yeah, Warlord's so good right now. especially fast warlords on teams like this. I'm going to lose twice in a row now to this team. This is a team that I would avoid. Personally, I'm trying to avoid very fast warlord teams because in order to beat it for me, I would have to take out Trunda and take out Arbiter, at least on my account with my gear, my champions, and I would have to make it a all-out defense team, right? I would have to make it like Krisk, Mountain King, Shield, Siffy. Wait a second. Maybe I will win. All right, let's see. It won't make, I think you guys get the point, right? Actually, you know what I'm going to do after this one? I'm going to put in a more free-to-play friendly team to end the video. We've shown you enough, you know, legendary champions in this video. Let's see if I can win with like a really, you know, maybe like Dark Elhane or something as my nuker. Only problem is it won't be speed tuned appropriately. I guess we'll kind of end talking about speed tuning, right? Again, we mentioned this a little bit, but it bears repeating, especially in the early game. A lot of players make this mistake, right? They just don't speed tune their team properly. Ideally, you want your team to be going uninterrupted, right? So not only are you having them go in the right order, your speed booster, your debuffer, your, you know, whoever your flex role is, and then your nuker last, or if you have a reviver after your nuker, depending, right? There's some flexibility there, but also, ideally, you don't want that cycle to be interrupted. You don't want those other champions on the opponent's team to interrupt what you have going on. So not just do you have to have them speed tuned in the right order, but you need them to be, you know, ideally in range of your speed booster, right? So if Arbiter, for example, has a 30% speed boost, if Apothecary has a 15% speed, and there we go, we lost twice in a row. All is right in the world. Tough team. If what was I saying? If Apothecary has a 15% speed boost, right? You want your team to all be within 15% speed of your final speed of Apothecary, right? That way you're all going. Apothecary is going to boost them up to his speed, and then you go before the opponent's team, the opponent's champions. All right. So let's do one more here, guys. This will be it. They actually have a low team power, so let's see if we can get away with just going crazy here. Oh. I hate that you can't mess around, though. I don't want to change my team. Let's set up a new team here. All right, let's set it up. No legendary. Team no legendary. Obviously, Madame Serris is going to be there. We will have Skytouch Shaman in there as well. Oh, wait, you can't mess with the positions. I have to have my Aura Lead in. That's kind of weird. All right, so I have to choose my Aura Lead first. Delete the save team. Maybe I'm just... Okay, I have to pick my leader first. So let's put Skullcrown as my nuker, right? She's so slow right now in my build, but let's just mess around. Let's see what we can do. And then let's keep it with, what am I missing here? I guess we're safe to go with Archmage Helmet, right? Why not? Why not get a little bit more nukage in there? All right, so there we go. That's going to be our free-to-play.
Why you always lying?
Not really, right? That's a bunch of 3 Void Epics is not free-to-play, Ash. Comparatively, I guess. Comparatively. All right, so let's see if this team, how we do. Let's just see how we do here. They have a Madame Serris as well. So let's see who wins this speed race. Probably not me. No. Yeah, so that's not going to work. Well, who knows? If Madame Serris can cut in line, no, she can't. All right, so, so much for that. But either way, guys, you guys get the point, right? Madame Serris is so incredibly good, and now you can run her on defense. Arena just got a lot tougher for people on, you know, offense going against Madame Serris. And Arena got a lot easier for people who have Madame Serris. So if you're one of the lucky few who do have her, congratulations, because you have your hands on the best Arena champion in the game right now, certainly in terms of a debuffer. So guys, we're going to wrap the video there. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching all the way till the end. And as always, take care, guys.